folks, my name is Evangelist Barnabas Ago. I have a vital issue to discuss with you, which is one of the problems that people are facing on a daily basis. And sometimes some people end up in grave without overcoming this problem. You might be wondering, what is this issue that I want to discuss with you? Well, I want us to discuss about yokes. Y-O-K-E-S, yokes. And you might be wondering, what is all about yoke? Yoke has been a problem of many people. Some of those who are under the influence of yoke don't even know that they have such problem. They are under bondage. They are unaware that something is restricting them from achieving their main objectives in life. Some individual understands that they have this problem, but they don't know how to handle this problem. Some have attempted to get rid of this problem, but the problem persists. The Bible said, if you know the truth shall set you free. And what is truth? Truth is knowing the right process to handle issues. I want you to understand, please, that this video might stop within 10 to 15 minutes. Please, if it stops, follow the link below the screen to watch the full video in order for you to understand everything you need to know about this issue of yoke that I want to discuss with you. So what is yoke? Well, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, a yoke is something which connects two things or people in unusual way that unfairly, mark that word, unfairly limiting freedom. For instance, the yoke of marriage is something that binds two couples together, inseparable. According to Jesus, say, for this cause shall a man leave his father, his mother, and join to his wife, and they become one. They are no longer two. So this is a good yoke because it's a yoke that connects with the covenant of God. In the case of an animal, according to the interpretation of the Cambridge Dictionary, something that binds animals together, example, cows or bulls that are yoked together. They are yoked for the purpose of a farmer using them to plough his farm. They are made for something. They are controlled according to desires of that farmer. They have no freedom of their own. Neither do they have liberty of their own. So many individuals are in such situation today, and many have left this world without overcoming this problem. So again, what is yoke? We are going to see interpretations of yoke. A yoke is a limitation to someone's progress. A yoke is a limitation to someone's progress. It might be physical or spiritually. Something is hindering, limiting the progress that you're supposed to make in life. Another yoke is a restriction for something good to happen in someone's life. Every good thing that wants to come across your way, it's like somebody come and take it away from you or block you from reaching that goal. It's not normal. Something is wrong. restriction for something good. How many good things that you have expected? How many good things that you have wanted to grab, but it's like it's far from reaching you. Your hand cannot reach it. You must do something. A yoke is a burden. Burden can be heavy load or a problem that attach itself to someone's life. For an instance, cancer has been an epidemic in the world today, and it's a killer disease, and it has gripped someone, and they say there is no medication or any disease apart from cancer, like AIDS, have gripped someone. It become like incurable, and it has taken so many people to the grave. This is a yoke. Another yoke is, we have the yoke I call a spiritual stagnancy. You can't move forward or backward. Something has caged you. It's like you are in a cage. No limitation. You are stagnant in a particular portion. Your foot is stiff, that you can't bend your knees. You can't make a move like a normal human being. Something has caged you. Something is wrong somewhere. It's a problem. Unless you take a bold step to challenge that problem, to challenge that issue. Some have died with your problems. A yoke is unprogressive effort. Unprogressive effort. You have made every effort, but nothing good is happening. When people are going a particular way and finding success, as soon as you reach to that road, the road closes. When something new comes to a city and people are engaging into it and making their fortunes and success every day, and you are hearing the news, they bring the story around, and you take a step. Let me go and join my fellow people, my country, my community, to tap from this blessing. As soon as you are getting there, they said it has closed. My friend, something is wrong. You have to do something. You have to take a bold step and challenge those problems so that they will clear away from you. A yoke can be seen as someone who is in captive. For an example, two nations, people are fighting a war, and one defeated the other and takes people, so many people, carry them to be captives. And those in captives have no freedom or choice, but rather to do the will of their captors. This is yoke. There is a limitation, no freedom. They cannot do anything. Only what the captors told them to do is what they will do. I don't know, that might be your own case. There is a particular thing that has been caging you. There is a particular problem that attaches itself on you. It has limited your movement. You have been struggling to get rid of this problem. And the problem is persisting, insisting to die with you. Well, Jesus said, if you know the truth shall set you free. Some people might tell you that they don't believe in this yoke of a thing, but they are under that bondage. I want you to do something if that is your own case. We have another yoke, which is, I interpreted, problem that refuses to let go. So a yoke is a problem that has persisted, and I will never go away from this man or this woman. I will die with this woman. You have applied every method, but to no avail. You have tried all possible means to get rid of this problem, but nothing is happening. And you begin to try a way of managing that problem. So which means you have made up your mind to enter the grave with this problem. God forbid. That is not your lot. If you have such problem, if you know you have these problems that have attached themselves to you, if you want to know more about how to handle these issues, I want you to send me a quick email. Look below the screen. You will see my email address. Send me a quick email and I will get back to you. I will fight that battle with you. I will show you principles of things you are going to do to get rid of that problem. Another yoke is a bondage. Many people are under this bondage and in constant struggle. Everything you are doing in your life, all about struggle. Nothing moves very smoothly to you. This is a problem. If you don't want to continue in this struggle, I want you to send me an email and say, Evangelist, I want you to help me. I have a problem. I've been fighting. I have a problem. I've been struggling to overcome. But it's like all my effort is to no avail. I need your help. I'm going to help you. I want you to remember, this is a free service. I'm not charging you any money. I am here to help you, to teach you the principle from this book they call the Book of Life, the Bible. And you can be able to get rid of every satanic problem that have attached itself in your life. A yoke is a barrier. A barrier is like a wall, a gate, a checking point. It can be spiritual checking point or physical checking point. You get to the bottom, but there is no way again. At a joint, the road have closed. That is another yoke. Anywhere you put your head, there is a barrier. Any road you take, there is a spiritual checking point blocking you from achieving your aim. My friend, how long are you going to be in this situation? Take up a bold step and hold the bull on its horn and wrestle with that bull and defeat the bull and get your freedom and enjoy your life to the fullness. Send me an email. I'm going to help you. God did not create you to be in such a situation, in such problem. God did not create anybody to die in a particular problem. But if you want to be a slave that enjoys his chain, well, it's up to you. But God forbid, I will not die with my problem. I will wrestle with that problem and I will defeat that problem. And that is my encouragement to you. A yoke can be a spell cast to someone. You are confused and don't know what to do. It's like you're out of your senses. Nothing is happening. You can't reason fine anymore. You can't think properly anymore. You are running in a circle. You don't know what to do anymore. But you are an intelligent person. Something is wrong somewhere. I can help you. Listen, look at this book that you see in my hand. It's a book of wonder, the Bible. There is nothing you want to do in life that you cannot get in this book. There is no position you want to reach in life that you cannot get. But the problem that so many people have, they are not able to find the codes that God has placed in this book that can help them to fight the battle and win the battle and become victorious. That's why I am here. God have called me to be an evangelist. He have taught me his word. He have given me secret keys of this word to use it to help as many that are willing to follow the instruction that is from this book, which I will give to you. Who is that devil to stop you? Whatever spell they have cast on you, from here, you are going to get rid of it. I want to give you an example of people in such a situation in the Bible. When we are talking about yoke, I want to give instances of yoke from the Word of God, from the Bible. If you have your Bible, go with me in the book of Mark, chapter 5. I'm not going to take your time much in reading here, but I want to show you some things that correspond to what I've been explaining to you about yokes. I'm reading the book of Mark. After Matthew, you get Mark. I want to read the book of Mark chapter 5 from verse 1. And there came over unto the other side of the sea, into the country of the Gadarenes. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tomb a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling, his living among the tombs, the graveyard. And no man could bind him. He's so very strong, so strong, because the forces that is inside him is very powerful. No, not with chains. Even if you put him chain, this man will tear the chain and move. Because that he had been often bound with fetters. They have put fetters in his legs and chains, and the chains has been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces. Neither could any man turn him. They have tried, put chain on his arms, in his legs, put him on the wall, put him up, but he will break it, because there are forces inside this man that have vowed that this man will remain in this problem until he enters the grave. As we go on, because verse 5, and always night and day he was in the mountain and in the tomb, crying and cutting himself with stones. This is a man that God created night and day. He will not live in the house. He will go to the mountain where the grave is. He will be there using stone to tear his body. He's out of his senses. His senses no longer with him, because that personality that is inside him want to destroy him. But when he saw Jesus afar off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice, and said, What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High God? I adjure you, I beg you, by God, that thou torment me not. It is not this man now, the personality that is inside this man, that have been controlling the life of this man, that are jeopardizing the life of this man, that want to destroy the life of this man and put this man into the grave. When he saw the power that is surpassing power, he bowed down and said, I beg you, my time is not yet, don't torment me. The same thing is applicable to whoever that is listening to this podcast, and you know you have this problem. The Bible said the just shall live by faith. Whatever problem you have, I guarantee you with this book that that problem will get rid of. Whatever problem you have, the Lord have inspired me, He has taught me, He has teach me His word, He have given me codes, Bible codes, prayers, keys that I will give to you, and you will use it to fight this enemy of righteousness that are disturbing your career, your success, your aims and objectives. Only take a bold step by sending me an email and say, Evangelist Barnabas, I want you to help me. I'm tired of this problem. I am going to walk with you. I'm not going to let you alone. I will walk with you If it is the one to fast, I will fast with you to make sure that victory is yours. Now that we have seen the characteristics of yokes, we are going to look into all kinds of yokes, for there are different kinds of yokes depending on individual circumstances. The one that I've been explaining to you is the characteristics of yokes, but now I'm going to present to you some of the yokes that I have listed out. I have shown you in the Bible a man that is under the influence of a yoke, that the power of darkness is controlling the individual and want to destroy his life. Now I want to show you different kinds of yoke. We have marital yokes. This set of people have reached the age to marry, but no one is interested to marry them. It could be a man or a woman, and no one is interested in them. Something is wrong somewhere. You have reached the age. You want to marry. You are a beautiful woman. You are a handsome man, but nobody is talking to you. When you are coming close to people, it's like people will see you as a masquerade and they will run away. You have a problem. If that is your case, follow the email address in the screen and send me an email, and I will give you a Bible code prayer and help you to get rid of that problem, and you enjoy your life to the fullness. There's another yoke, that is barrenness. People under this type of yoke have married some years and are not able to bear children. The problem could be from the man or from the woman. Sometimes none of the two couples are responsible for this problem, but an agent of darkness have vowed over their dead body. It will happen in their presence. It will not happen. They don't want to be alive and see. If that is your case, if they have said they won't let you alone over their dead body, send me a quick email and I will send you some dangerous prayer to backfire, to fire back to the enemy's camp, and they will let you free. They will set you free. You will go free. You'll be free from the problem. There is one they call incurable sickness. There are yokes of incurable sickness. You have applied all sorts of medications, but nothing is getting better. This sickness refuses to go. Something is wrong somewhere. This needs divine intervention. Until you tackle the root of this problem, the medicine will be ineffective. This medicine is not that it's a chalk or it's a fake medicine, but the doctor have experimented with your body with all knowledge he has, but the problem persists. There is something power behind it. Until you get to the root of that problem, any amount of medicine you apply in that sickness will be ineffective. We have fruitless labor. There are yokes of fruitless labor. You are a business person and you have applied all business ideas and principles and knowledge, and nothing good is coming out of it. You are under a yoke and something must be done in order to move forward. If you want to go to a higher level, if you want to cross that barrier, I will help you if that is your case. The Bible says the just shall live by faith. We have sexual laws. There are yokes of sexual laws. Every time you see yourself having sex in the dream, in the physical, you are never satisfied by your husband or by your wife. All you do is jumping from one man to another, from one woman to another. The devil wants you to die with this evil habit. And if you die with that evil habit, you will spend eternity in hell. This is not a normal thing. If you want to get rid of the spirit of dog or turkey that is operating in you, that makes you not to be satisfied by one man or by one woman, well, go to the link below and send me an email. Give me a little detail of how the problem starts, and I will give you a prayer to be a solution to that problem, that you tackle that problem once and for all and get yourself free of it. There is an academic yoke. There are academic yokes, ever learning and never graduate, ever learning and never come to the knowledge of truth, sitting a particular exam for many times and no success. you must do something. You must be progressive. You won't be stagnant in sitting one particular exam. That is not your portion. That is you. Even if you have coconut brain, people train monkeys and monkey paint, monkey write. Think about human beings. Something is wrong somewhere. Take a bold step and say, evangelist, I have tested this exam. I have sitting this exam for 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I have not been able to pass it. I will give you what I call Bible prayer code, secret keys from the Bible that you are going to use to tackle whichever forces that is hindering you success in that exam. We have drunkenness. There are yokes of drunkenness. People who are matured, a man that have been living in the house, all of a sudden he formed a certain habit that drove him away from the house. He's now sleeping on the street. Something is wrong somewhere. There are forces behind this behavior. If you want to overcome the problem of alcoholic, the problem of drunkenness that have ruined your marriage, that have ruined your life, and get back on your feet, I want you to send me a quick email. Look below the screen. You will see my email address. Send me an email and that will give you a prayer that you are going to use to handle that situation and get yourself out of that bondage. Yoke of poverty, when one cannot be able to afford to provide for his family, the bill is greater than the incomes. Nothing you lay your hand that is prosperous. Something is wrong somewhere. Something must be done. It is not normal for you to lay hand in one business or the other and there is no success. If this one didn't succeed, at least another one will succeed. But you have done several of them and no headway. Nothing is coming. This is not normal. It is not the will of God for you to be begging bread. It is not the will of God for you to be agonizing. God created you preciously in his own image for you to be happy and enjoy your life to the fullness. If you want to get rid of poverty in your life, there is a solution. Just send me an email and I will give you Bible code prayers that can help you to come out of this problem. Now, there are many yokes. There are many yokes mentioned here, and I cannot give, there are thousands of yokes. But you must know, I want you to know one thing, that every difficult situation is a yoke and needed an attention to get rid of it. As soon as possible as you can get yourself, you will enjoy your life to the fullness. The question you have to ask yourself is this: how can I be free from this yoke? If that is your question right now, then you must do something. If you are tired of living with a stubborn situation or yokes that must have hold you strongly and said they will never let you go, if that is your case, I want you to take a bold step and say, evangelist, I want to know more about how to be free from my predicament, from my problem. I want to enjoy my life to the fullness. If that is your own question, follow the link below on the screen and send me a quick mail. I will teach you what I call the Bible code principle that will help you get rid of yoke in your life. Remember, this is a free service. You don't have to pay any money. My main objective is to help you to be free from that problem, serving humanity through service to God. The word that I preach to you, they are spirit, they are life. You have listened to Evangelist Barnabas Ago. God bless you and see you soon. To know more about how to get rid of yoke, satanic yokes in your life, again, send me a quick email and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Amen. Bless.